Okay, good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, April 30th, last day of April 2025. You're in the live trading room. I'm glad you're here. I want to welcome you all. I know we've got some new folks who are visiting and checking us out today, so I'm glad you're here as well. More for you in a little bit. Here is yesterday's chart. And yesterday's trades had four trades, 4+108, no losers yesterday. So a lot of good price movement yesterday. Um, had that beautiful swing high and then that retraction, another swing high. And we pulled a trade off of each one of those legs. So it was good yesterday. So 108 for yesterday. And SPY closed at 533.88. And it's currently sitting at 547.40. Let me see, is that a gap play this morning? Certainly looks, let me see where we started yesterday. Yes, we do have a gap play this morning. It's currently sitting at 547.38. So our gap fill and trigger will be at 548.96. I'm going to write that down, 548.95. We'll call it 548.95. So if price should rise past that, that we will go for a call trade if it hits that trigger, and we'll go from there. Okay. All right, looks like we had we nosedived here at 8:30-ish. Well, a little bit before 8:30. Something has happened that has caused the markets to come down quite a bit. But anyway, be that as it may, Keith will tell us in a minute what's going on. Looking over on the option chain, trading the 30th. Let me switch over to the 30th. There we go. And we have just crossed over 3 million in pre-market volume. And we will start at the probably at the money, 547 on the call side, 548 on the put side. Those are way off. When we get all that, those strikes are way off. When we get this pre-market volume in, those will adjust and we will reselect our strikes at that point. So very good. And let me erase something here, erase all that, get up to here, move that over. Okay, let's say good morning to Mr. Keith Frampton. Good morning, Keith.
Morning, Tim. Good morning, everybody. First of all, I was able to close out the last part of my call yesterday about 12:10 on that jump up. So all out of that, up for 31 cents on that. I was up 80 cents yesterday on three trades.
Nice.
And this morning, yeah, big announcements come out. The ADP employment change came out, missed by quite a bit at 8:15. And big thing is the GDP numbers actually missed by huge amounts at 8:30, and that's what's taken the nosedive here. We will have a consumer purchasing index report coming out at 9:45, and quite a few reports on personal consumption expenditures and home sales at 10 o'clock. So could get some big pop at 10 also, 9:45 and 10. Were there any? Hold your seatbelt. The president is speaking at 11 o'clock today,
Oh boy.
and 4 and 8 o'clock. So he's going to be pontificating quite a bit today, and that certainly can move the market during market hours here this morning. Um, and that's about it for there this morning. I'll be trading Friday's expiration and the 2nd of May. And that's it for me.
All right, we're going in 2, 1, and we are in. Thank you for the report this morning, sir. A
Yes, sir.
lot going on. Okay, we have started. Prices come down initially, and I'm going to have to adjust my option chain to look at all the strikes. There we go. So likely I will be at the 545 on the call side, 548 on the put side. So one in the money on both sides. And see if we can make this another great day. We've had two good days of trading here this week so far. All right. Broader markets. Dow is down 319, Nasdaq's down 373, S&P's down 79. So negative markets, broader markets, that's zero for us in our start point. So price has been coming down here to start, at least that first minute price has come down quite a bit. Now we're seeing some reversal set up. I'm going to keep an eye on that 547 on the put side. We may get into this earlier than later. Our 5-minute MACD has a pretty good angle there and is heading toward a cross. All right, 547 on the put side. Let's continue to keep an eye on this. 547 on the put side. Price is kind of pausing right here. Dow's now down 446, Nas down 375, S&P down 84. Markets continue to drop. Seeing a little bit of reversal form here. Up to 4,500,000. So volume has been, at least these first 3 minutes, has been pretty significant.
I'd like to make mention of a gap down at that 525 level.
Uh-huh.
If that is still a significant gap.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so thank you.
All right, see if price will break through and break down here. Looking at the put at the 547 on the put side, 547 strike put. Price is kind of pausing here right now. Price beginning to climb. With the broader markets being down as far as they are, not necessarily looking for a call trade.
Put a pseudo supply zone at the top of the first 5-minute candle.
Okay. Get my charts adjusted here a little bit. Let's go ahead and do that. Put in a supply zone up top while we wait for this trade to set up. All right, we've got a supply zone, price beginning to sell off a little bit. Looking at that 547 on the put side, 547. Just needed to break loose here. We're kind of in some consolidation right now. Come on, break down, break down. Okay, stand by this 547. Let's go ahead and jump into this 547 and filled at 399.
I got in at 663.
Okay.
Again, Friday's expiration.
All right, stand by to take profit here.
And I took profit 663 to 687.
Okay, stand by. We're still in this trade. Let's go ahead and take profit here at 425, 399 to 425. So 26 cents on that one. Although I feel this could keep going. All right. I'm going to stay at the 547 on the put side. Nice breakout we've got here.
I'm looking at the 546 on the put side.
Yeah, actually, let's go to the 546 as well. Sitting at a 58. Stand by. All right, let's go ahead and get back into this. Filled at $4.
I don't know to say, but I got in at 670.
Okay.
And just got out at 703.
All right, let's go ahead and take profit now at 440, 457. Wow, 4 to 457. Thank you.
Now I regret. So I got out at 423.
Ah,
Missed it.
yeah. There's another one right around the corner.
I got 33 cents on that.
Nice. Boy, this is just keeps going.
That first report is coming out in about a little under 3 minutes.
Okay. Volume continues to be over 100,000 a minute. Obviously, both MACDs are deeply in the put bias position. Price just keeps going down. So I'm going to move to the 445 on the put side. 445. Getting a little bit of reversal here. Let's see if this goes anywhere.
I think I'll wait until after this report comes out before you.
Oh, that's right. Obviously, we have a highly directional market. Dow is down by 662, Nas down by 470, S&P down by 114. We've got 7,500,000 traded on the underlying.
Did you say 1,000 or million?
Million, excuse me. Million. 7,600,000.
There we go.
Thank you, sir.
About 30 seconds to go for this report.
Okay. If you've just joined us, we've just completed 2 positive trades, nice trades.
Right, here's the report.
I just wanted to check my quote here on the SPY. I have 543.15 at the moment.
Yes.
Correct? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's correct. So the report came out, and initially price went down. Now it's kind of stuck.
It missed the estimates by just a little bit, but not by a whole lot.
Okay.
What report is this?
It was a Chicago Purchasing Managers Index. We got quite a few reports coming out at 10, housing and consumer expenditures.
Yeah, those usually do move the market.
But I agree with Tim's comment earlier. I'm not looking to get into a call here, even if it turns a bit.
Yeah, we've just reached a point of consolidation now again. Price is resting. See if we're going to continue to fall. Markets are just down so much.
Hey, Tim, I got to step away for a few minutes. I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah, and for those of you who are visiting us this week or have just joined us, if you're interested in joining our trading group of successful traders, you can email Mark Hughes. That's Mark with a C, MARC, at timthetrader.info. That's Mark, MARC, at timthetrader.info. And Mark will get you signed up if you're interested in joining our group. Price trying to break out toward the top side here. So the market maker, price is going down, market maker is buying. When price is going up, market makers are selling back into the market.
We got ourselves a true demand zone.
Hey, we do. Buy gum. Here it comes. Bink, there it is. So we'll go ahead and put in a demand zone here at the bottom of these 5-minute candles. There we go. Lighten that out a little bit. Price trying to break through the demand zone here. And doing it. What I'm looking for on this next put is just more consistent price movement down, not so much this jitteriness that we're getting where it's popping back up above the demand zone. A lot of volume coming in this minute. So I'm going to head over to the 545 on the put side, 545 strike put. And we'll just keep an eye on this.
You mean jitteriness like that?
Just like that, exactly. We got 10,150,000 traded on the underlying asset. Dow is down 687 now. NASDAQ down 441. S&P down 112. Been getting some great price movement here the last few days or this week.
Close to a doji on that last candle, so I'd be a little cautious here.
Mm-hmm. We may let price break below this last low where this reversal was before we consider put if it's going to go that way or if it's just going to turn and go back into consolidation. But it's moving down. That's what we like to see.
And about 5 minutes to the pop at the top.
God, on our I can now see MACD. It's just riding right on top of the control line. Now it's crossing up a little bit. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm going to move to the 544 on the put side. 544 strike put.
I want to make sure this isn't a crazy Ivan on the next minute, though.
Yeah. Always have to be careful on these sudden push downs like this. It can reverse real quickly and push right back up, what we call a crazy Ivan.
3 minutes till the pop.
Yeah, I just gonna mention that too. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
If the pop wasn't there, I would probably try to get in on this, but I don't want to be stuck.
Yeah.
Going out a few days in expiration allows me to be a little bit more patient, but I don't want to test fate on that either.
And we got about a minute and a half to the pop at the top. And it's it's perfectly fine to wait until after the pop to see which way it's going to go. If this is a true trend that's moving, it will continue to move.
Well, SPY's down 12 and a half.
Mm. All right, Dow is now down 778. Wow. NASDAQ down 496, S&P down 126. Highly directional market this morning.
30 seconds to the pop.
Okay. There's the pop. See which way this is going to end up. That volume building. Market maker trying to establish a reversal here.
A lot of times this reverses after a minute or two.
Mm-hmm. So big volume on that pop. A whole bunch of reports came out. Let me get this down here. Price came all the way back up to the demand zone. It's backing off a bit now.
Personal spending went up just a tad. Personal income went up just a tad. Pending home sales missed by quite a bit on the positive side.
Okay. Price bouncing off of the demand zone. As Keith just mentioned, it often does. After a couple of minutes, moving one direction off of the pop, we'll see reversal happen. Not surprising, since majority of the price pressure is toward the put side. Price just kind of pausing at this level, trying to decide which way it's going to go. I think we've had a minute below 100,000 since the beginning of the session. Nope, we haven't. Everything above 100,000. A lot of minutes significantly above 100,000. 13,500,000 traded on the underlying. About to get a new demand zone here. Bink, there it is. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this demand zone and bring it down here. Good, nice tight price agreement there. Do that. Then we'll change this previous one to gray. My price just kind of bounces around here. Price heading back up to the zone. Let's see if we bounce off of it again. It is always amazing how predictive these zones are.
Certainly is. That's what on Monday I put a number of exit trades limits just right around where the zones were, or just slightly above it in case it pops just above it.
Mm-hmm.
Very successful on zones as well as VWAP.
Mm. And there it goes, bouncing off of the zone again.
But we haven't seen VWAP in a while, huh?
No, where's VWAP? Oh, way up there.
Way up there, yeah. Boy, that 5-minute MACD is pretty darn low.
Wow. Minus 3.24. Yeah, I'd say.
The 15-minute and the 30-minute are quite low also.
Mm.
But please don't interpret that as I'm looking to get into a call.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to see reversals here, like this one right here, but they're only going to go so far with as much down pressure as there is on price. We do get reversals. They're just not going to travel that far. Although we will, I mean, at some point today, we will get some major reversals.
Yeah, it wouldn't be surprise me at all to see it just sort of travel in consolidation here till 11 o'clock when the president speaks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, price has broken through the minor zone.
What? What do you mean? Hmm? What do you mean? I'll be back in a minute, Tim.
Okay.
Hi, team.
Yes.
Uh, my volume chart
Mm-hmm.
that is showing like 400, 200, 0, 200, and 400.
Uh-huh.
I mean, do you know how? I mean, how can I change it to like 100,000?
Okay. So just go to the line, any one of your lines, right click and go to edit properties.
Edit drawing or
Edit properties. Excuse me, edit properties.
edit?
So go to the line, click on it right, and you see edit properties.
I don't see edit. properties. I see drawing, studio, style, remove old drawing.
Are you right-clicking on the line?
You have to be right on the line to click on it.
Right on the line.
Yeah. Your little pencil or pointer has to be right on the line, and then you right-click and edit properties of that line. And keeping an eye on price. Price is still climbing.
Okay. Okay, I'll do it later. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get above that last prior high at 544.
And trying to move past that previous high. And there it goes. Oh. Now it did for about a half a second. Yeah, and that's the thing about these reversals against a strong down market is every once in a while, one of these will take off.
Like that. They're getting up closer to VWAP there.
Mm-hmm. See if this gets through VWAP, and maybe we'll look at a call trade. Our 5-minute MACD has crossed at a pretty high angle. All right, if we do end up on the call side, I'm going to go to the 543 on the call side. 543 strike call. And there goes price doing what it usually does at VWAP. VWAP, of course, is the purple line that you see in the upper left. And there goes price pushing through. Price typically struggles to get across VWAP. Stands for volume weighted average pricing. It's the exact middle of price when you take into account volume. And it acts as a zone, as our other zones. It acts as a zone. In fact, it's probably one of the strongest zones on the chart.
A lot of the reason for that is there tend to be a lot of stop orders right around there too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if we had a level 3 indicator, we'd see little dots all around the purple line. Those are stop orders that tend to accumulate, as Keith just said, around VWAP. The market maker has that, and they can see where everyone has put their orders.
Tim, I'm still holding the 545 put from the previous thing. Is it like still chance to go down
Yeah,
in in an hour, 2 hours, or maybe today before it expires?
I imagine it does. It has a great chance of going down.
Oh, okay.
But just to cautious, if you're trading today's expiration, you're getting
Yeah.
time decay on that time frame too. Plus, you're playing with fire a little bit depending on what it's going to do at 11 o'clock when the president speaks.
Hmm.
Looks like price is entering a little bit of consolidation here. Yeah, maybe breaking through. So we've broken through. All right, let's see. Going to be at the 544 on the call side. I'm just going to continue to watch this. you can see how price is moving back down to VWAP. There's a gravity to VWAP, even though price did break through at that 10:19 minute. It didn't get very far and is being pulled back toward VWAP. Let's bring these down. Yeah, this call is now taking off.
I went ahead and got in on that, the
Did you?
544.
Okay. All right. Stand by at 544. I'm going to go ahead and get into this 544. In at 360.
Come on, get back up there. Let me see if I can get 20 cents on this.
All right, stand by to take profit. I'm going to take profit here, 373. 360 to 373.
Didn't quite get 20 cents on me before it turned back.
It turned just as I got out.
Come on, get back up there. Came in 2 cents of me getting filled.
Mm.
Come on, get up there. Come on, just bump up there. Come on, get on up there.
There you
There
go.
we go. All right. At 21 cents, 666 to 687.
There you go. If you're still in this, go ahead and take profit. All right, we are an hour into the session. We've got 17,800,000 in on the underlying. Dow is down 468, Nas is down 326, S&P down 79.
I've got 3 trades up 78 cents.
Nice. And I've got 3 trades up 96.
All right. That one, or the Heiken Aussie MACD is getting pretty darn high now too.
Yeah,
Up over 1.
it sure is. Wow.
Why didn't you tell me to wait, Tim?
I know, right?
You know, of all this morning, we actually don't have a real supply zone. We just have that pseudo supply zone.
That's right. Yeah.
Right now, the Dow's down 434, Nasdaq's down 312, S&P's down 74 and a half. 18.2 million underlying traded. And if you're still in this call, I think it's probably getting close to losing its energy here.
Yeah. You can see our volume is starting to fade a bit. Let's see if price can get any closer to the pseudo supply zone. Should bounce off of it. We established that way back in that first 5 minutes. All right, price coming down now. I'm gonna move over back to the put side, to the 548 on the put side. Just we'll observe it here. See if this is a true reversal heading down. Price reversing again. Still just a few minutes below 100,000 so far. Most minutes have been above 100,000, helping us to continue our price movement. There's a doji. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to move to the 547 on the put side. 547. Oops. Still working on that doji. See if we're going to hold on to the supply zone that's developing. And we did. Yay. Okay, so we're going to move this supply zone, pseudo supply zone over and put it here at this price agreement to make it real. There we go. And just a reminder, again, if you're checking us out this week and want to join our group of traders, you can contact Mark Hughes. That's MARC, not with a K, but with a C, Mark at timthetrader.info. So that's Mark with a C at timthetrader.info. He'll get you hooked up and ready to go. And also, if you have any questions about the service, you can ask Mark. He's a good guy. We like him a lot. Let's see if this turns into a crazy Ivan here. Yep. There's a crazy Ivan right there. All right, you guys excuse me just for a minute. I'll be right back.
Well, that's quite a turnaround here.
Okay, I'm back.
That's quite a turnaround here, Tim.
Wow. Look at that.
Just reminder, if you do get into a trade, the president is speaking in about 15 minutes. So I wouldn't want to be holding something during when that starts.
Yep. Absolutely, because the market will react to what he says.
I think I'll probably be happy to settle with 78 cents today and on 3 trades and not give anything back.
Well, I think that's very wise. I've got 3 trades up 96. I'm very pleased with that this morning.
Yeah, two of those I got out just before it popped even further, but that's okay.
Yeah. Just a reminder, everybody, we have a second session today. We'll be back at 3 o'clock this afternoon. The charts will come down between when we finish and 3 o'clock. But just log back in at 3 o'clock and join us for the last hour of the market. We do that every Wednesday. Price coming back down, back across the supply zone. One minute MACD, our Hakanasi MACD is crossed back to the put bias side. 5 minute is just starting to converge. Wayne left a note here a few minutes ago. Have you tried having one minute chart on the left side with both indicators and the 5 minute on the right side below your other chart? I haven't, Wayne, but I'll take that under consideration. But of course, feel free to set up your charts any way you'd like. There's no law, as to how they need to be set up. This is just how we have had them for years, literally years. Thank you for the suggestion, though. Appreciate it. Yeah, we could move our supply zone up to this next level, but I'm going to leave it where it is because this is just a tighter price agreement. But we'll see if we get another higher price agreement, we'll change our supply zone. My price is taken off again here on the call side. Price continuing to climb here rather nicely. So we've got 21,500,000 already traded. Dow is still down 394, NASDAQ down 317, S&P down 74. They've come back quite a ways from their lows. Did not expect the markets to climb back up this high this early, but it is what it is. Starting to see this price wave action happening. Arrows are so hard to draw with one line. Price coming back below the supply zone. I think the market maker is content to rotate price around the supply zone, taking out stops each time it encounters the supply zone. Yep. Price just continuing to rotate. Might be able to scalp some of these moves. I'd just be very careful. All right, folks, we have top of the hour. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up now. If you're going to continue to trade, again, as Keith said, just be very careful. President's going to come on and talk, and the markets will react. Especially if he talks anything about tariffs or changes anything in the tariffs, the markets will react positively or negatively to it, but could be some great opportunities there. Anyway, we will be back at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the room. I'm glad you're here. I hope you got the good trades. I ended up with 3 trades plus 96 this morning. So very pleased. That's it, guys. The charts will come down in a little while. I'll leave them up for a little bit, but they will come down in a little bit. That's it for the morning session. I will see you all this afternoon.
All right. Thanks, Tim.
Thank you, Keith.
See you, everybody.